Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. It is a special day today because I have something special in this box. That's right, we have, well, let's just open it up and I'll show you. All right, here we go. All right, let's get this box opened up so I can show you what's inside here. So let's go ahead and slice and dice and cut through this this paper here. Oops, I think I need to open it on the other side here. So let's cut through the tape over there and cut through the tape over here and cut through the tape right down the middle there. And there we have it. Let's get this bad boy open. I'll tell you, they have some real serious packaging up in here. So, but look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We have the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and we have the slim clear case for the Z Fold 6. This is going to be pretty doggone exciting. So let's set that off to the side for just a moment. There's not really much to see on these boxes because they, it's just a little branding right there. Nothing really on that side. On this side, it just kind of tells you what it is. And for those of you who don't know, because why would you? This is the 1 terabyte version. So they had a special where you can double your storage. I normally get the 512, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get the 1 terabyte version this time. So I did. All right, let's get this box open. Okay, it looks like we're not even going to need a knife this time. They had these little pull tabs here. So we'll go ahead and pull it over there. Pull this one right here. And now we can go ahead and lift this box up just like that. Set that off. Oop, looks like there's some stuff under here maybe. So yes, there is. All right, we'll take that out there. Set that box off to the side. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This looks like a nice carbon fiber right here. And this is all matte black, but that's just a cover for the screen. So let's go ahead and get that out there. And let's take that out. And let's get this, we'll take this cover off the screen first. And there we go. Woo! Look at that. That is a nice looking screen. Look how flat that is. That is really nice. And that is because I've had a Z Fold 3 and 4. And the 4 just didn't lay flat. It just never opened all the way up. This one definitely opens flatter. So, but look at that nice, beautiful screen. Now I have to say that I've had some people complain about the crease being too big or too noticeable, and I don't feel like it's that noticeable. I mean, I have a OnePlus Open, and I can show you if I turn that off. It's not like the OnePlus Open screen, crease is any more noticeable. Now maybe once I close this thing up, maybe it'll be a little bit more, but look at that look how nice that is. That is just a nice looking just phone right there. And that carbon fiber bit, I think there might be some plastic on here. I'm not sure. I think there might be. I'm not sure. Let me see if there is, if I can. I'm not sure. I don't think, maybe not. Maybe it's just this little bit of, maybe it's just a little bit right here. And maybe this is just shiny right there. So, yeah. All right, well, let's close this up for the first time. Woo, look at that. Look at that. I have to say, it's much lighter than previous versions. And I know that they said they were dropping the weight down. I think it was to like 239 grams or something like that. But it definitely, you can feel that it's a lighter weight phone. And it feels good. So on this side, you're going to have your SIM tray right there. It looks like here you're going to have your power button, your volume rocker, and then up here is where you're going to have your fingerprint reader. And I have to say, I actually prefer the fingerprint reader really high like that. You may notice here on this one, the fingerprint reader is down low. This is the fingerprint reader right. See if we can get this. The fingerprint reader is right there. And so what happens is when I hold my phone, my finger actually rubs against there, and then it thinks I'm trying to unlock my phone when I'm not. And then it sometimes locks up and becomes a problem. So actually having it up higher, I think is going to be nice. And I think that's where it is. We'll see. Because I think that's, yeah, I think that's what this is right here is a fingerprint. It could be on the power button. I don't know. We'll find out. But I hope it's up taller, up higher. Anyways, it's nice and you can see there's a little bit of branding. It's nice and thin overall. You know, when you open it up, it's definitely nice and thin there. Again, I don't see that crease being a problem at all. You might see it when you hit the light just like right like that, then you can definitely see the crease. But just like this, if you're just holding it at most angles, you don't really notice it. It's just when you hit certain angles you really see the crease there. So, and you have the camera bump. Definitely not that big. I'm one of those people, I don't really care about the size of the camera bump. I know some people are like, didn't really like having a big camera bump with different phones or don't like it. Some people looked at the iPhones and they look at this. They're like, oh my God, the camera bump's huge, and they're all disturbed by it. Or they look at the OnePlus Open, they're like, oh my God, that camera bump is huge. And they're really just, you know, I don't really care. I just want to have really good cameras. If that means I have a big camera bump, great. If it means I have a small camera bump, great. Just give me great cameras. So anyways, yeah, pretty nice. It looks like there's some microphones on top here, on the top of the phone, right there. And then we have some antenna bands here on the side. On the bottom here, we have our USB-C port for charging, and I believe this is a speaker right there as well. I think that gap right there is a speaker, and on top right here is another speaker. So, but one thing you may notice, you can't see through this phone. There's no gap. My last phone, my last Z Fold phone, the Z Fold 4, and there was a gap in there, and so you would get dust and crud and stuff when you had it in your pocket. This one, no gap. So, all right, let's do this. Let's push the power button and power this thing up. I'm not going to set it up on camera because I need to get some juice in this thing and then do the whole setup process. But let's see. I don't even know if there's any power in here. It may not be any power. I may have to go put this thing on a charger for a while before I can do anything with it. And yeah, oh, there we go. All right, looks like there is a little bit of power in there. All right, it says Samsung Galaxy, secured by Knox. I feel like that's been the startup screen for a long time, so. All right, powered by Android here. And there we go. We are getting booted up here. So yeah, look at that nice screen. Now look at that. Even with the screen like that, you really just don't see. Even there, look at that. Even when I put it in the light, look how much less noticeable the crease is. You can still see it, but it's far less noticeable even at that extreme angle where we're really trying to see it. So yeah, let's see. We'll hit start there, and then they have all this stuff for review, and I'll just put I think, do I have to agree to all this crap? Let's see. I think that's optional. Maybe I only have to agree to that. Let's see. Let's click that. Nope. Let's see that. Nope. I guess I have to agree to. I guess I just have to agree to the first two. Sending the diagnostics is optional. So, all right, we'll hit agree. And it says easy setup with another device. Oh, look at that. It actually showed up on my, the setup the thing actually showed up on my, my OnePlus Open here. So I can actually go ahead and start getting this set up if I want to. So yeah, I think I'll do that. All right, before I do though, let me go ahead. I'm going to close this up for the moment, and we're going to take a look and see what else comes in the box here. What else we're going to get with this, because there's not going to be a whole lot. They just don't give us much anymore. So it looks like we're going to get a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, which is nice to see. At least they give us that. A quick start guide and a SIM ejection tool so that we can put our SIM card in it. So, all right, we'll set that over there. Next we have this. Next we have the slim case here. Let's see if we can get this. See if we can get that there. And let's see. There we go. And open that up. Get this out. And there we go. All right. So now we're gonna have this case right here, and there's a little bit of, let me see if we can get this plastic off there. There we have it. And I hope I didn't get fingerprints on the inside already. I think I might have. Let's see, is it on the inside or the outside of the case? I think I might have got it on the inside. So anyhow, this is the clear case right there. It's gonna fit right there on the back of it, just like that. Boom, just there. And now on this part, you just do this. You just put this on there. Now you may see these little flaps right there. That's because there's like an adhesive on these little corner parts right there to help it stay into place. And so you can put these on here. And let's see, I think that's going on. Is that going on the right way? I think it goes on this way. So let's see if we can get this on there. I'm going to try. I'm not going to use the adhesive parts right now because I just don't want to have it permanently stuck on there just yet. So let's see if I got that. I think I might be putting this on backwards or something. Yeah, I think I am. All right, let me see if I think it goes this way. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. Now it's on there, I think. So this part, you can see right here, this is how this moves. That's going to move unless you, I don't know if you guys can see that. This part is going to move unless you put that adhesive sticker on there. But this is going to then allow you to have some protection on your phone. And as you can see there, because this is the clear case, it's going to allow you to see through your phone. But you can see how smudgy, like just basically how you know, fingerprint prone it is already. It's already have a ton of fingerprints on the case there. So I'm not really a fan of that, but I wanted some sort of case to help protect the phone. I do have a couple of people sending me cases, and I'm looking forward to getting those. I have one, I believe, from Pitaka that's coming in. That's a carbon fiber case that should be really nice, or aramid fiber case that actually has the MagSafe magnets inside of it. And I think I have someone else, I think it's actually sending me a case as well, which should be very good. So, all right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's, it says we have 48% on here. I need to get this thing set up. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up, and then I want to test out the cameras. So I'm going to take it outside and shoot a little bit, and then maybe I'll shoot a little clip inside here or something as well before I go out or after, I don't know. But let me get some juice in here, set the phone up, and then I'll test it out a little bit and let you know how it goes. Okay, so I took the phone out and I went to Hershey Park and I went around DC and I shot some video. And one thing I noticed right away is that you can actually shoot 4K 120 frames a second slow motion. Now, this is absolutely fantastic because, well, you can't do this on many other phones. I mean, I can't do this on my iPhone. I can't do that on my OnePlus phone. I can't do that even on my last Z Fold. I had the Z Fold 4. I couldn't do that on there either. So being able to shoot 4K 120 frames a second slow motion is absolutely fantastic. Now, another thing that I noticed right away as well is that the 8K video that comes off of this phone looks really good, much better than it has in years past. The Z Fold 4, the Z Fold 5, and now the Z Fold 6 have all had 8K video, but the 8K video, I believe this year looks even better, and the image stabilization when you're shooting is fantastic. I was able to walk and shoot and have the footage look really nice and stable and clean and just look wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the cover screen. And I will say, coming from the OnePlus Open, it is going to take some getting used to having this narrow cover screen. The OnePlus Open has a 6.3-inch cover screen, which basically looks like and feels like a regular phone when you're using it. But there are some advantages to having a narrower phone and a narrower cover screen. One, it's easier to hold. It's just easier to hold this in your hand and to grip it, which is really, really nice. However, when you actually want to use the cover screen, then it's just not as pleasant of a user experience. And what it does is it ends up pushing the user, the end user, into the main screen, which is nice and large. So I think that's where most of us want to be anyways when we're using a foldable phone, but there are some times when it's not convenient to actually use the larger screen and you just want to use the cover screen. And when you're using this cover screen, it's just not as nice of a user experience because it is very narrow. All right, well, I have a lot more testing and playing and using this phone before I can come up with any serious hard and fast conclusions about it. But what I can say about this phone right now is that I've been having a lot of fun using it. I really do enjoy it. Even though I don't particularly like using the cover screen, I do like this narrow form factor because it's so easy to hold in your hand and carry it. It just is kind of nice to be able to do that. Now, this phone is expensive too. If you pay outright for this phone, you're going to pay around $2,000 for it after taxes and everything. But there are lots of discounts so you can get this phone cheaper. If you have a trade-in, you can get up to $1,200 off. I'm actually trading in my old Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is going to give me $900 off. And then I have a veterans discount, which is going to give me a little bit more. You can also use a student discount or first responders discount, government employee discount, a parent, student, teacher discount. There's all kinds of discounts you can use with these Samsung discount programs. And I believe they even gave me like an extra $54 off or something like that. So all in all, I got a pretty good deal on this phone. But if you do pay for it outright and you don't have a trade-in, it's a very, very expensive device. So just be aware of that, because I don't want you to go and get sticker shock and be like, oh my God, because you will do that when you see these prices. So there you go. But the phone is fantastic. It has nice photography with the cameras. You can get some really nice images. The low light images look really nice. The portrait images, I think, have really good cutouts and look really nice. The video is fantastic. I mean, everything on this phone is really top notch. The software is very, very refined, and I think you will enjoy using it. The only thing that I have to say that the cover screen is going to take some getting used to, as I already mentioned. But when you go into the multitasking mode, I really prefer the way OnePlus does the multitasking. You can simply swipe down the middle of the screen and it splits open and allows you to select a second app. I haven't found a way to do multitasking that quickly with the Z Fold 6. Now, once you actually get into the multitasking, there's a ton of options for you. I just haven't found a way to get into it really quickly. So there you go. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave links to this phone down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to this channel. And follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.